I'm Racer Magazine's Marshall Pruitt. Let's take a look inside IMSA's fascinating new hybrid GTP cars. The last of Racer's GTP 101 engine features is a fun one, with Porsche's 4.6-liter twin-turbo V8 engine powering its new 963 GTP model. It's a case of saying, hello, old friend, and also, hello, son. If it's possible to feel nostalgic about a lump of metal that takes a cocktail of oxygen and 100-octane biofuel and explodes it for the sake of our amusement and the glory of the Porsche brand, then I'm living in a state of throwback love. Porsche's IMSA GTP engine started its competition life back in 2005 in the American Le Mans Series. It's the power source for its RS Spyder LMP2 chassis. In its original configuration and displacement, the naturally aspirated V8 RS Spyder engine, codenamed the MR6, measured out at 3.4 liters and had a V-angle of 90 degrees. The rest of the MR6's specifications were as expected: double overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, and direct fuel injection, which was a particular area of development pride by Porsche. In the back of the RS Spyder, the MR6 was unstoppable, winning consecutive ALMS championships in 2006, 2007, and 2008 before the factory Penske program was shuttered. On another fun thread, I was one of a few people invited to a presentation at the Road America ALMS round in 2008 by Porsche, where its RS Spyder engine guru, Thomas Laudenbach, showed how the Porsche Motorsport team created its high-pressure, direct fuel injection system. And here we are, 15 years later, and Thomas Laudenbach is centrally involved with the new Porsche 963s, but now he's serving as the boss of Porsche Motorsport. Better still, Porsche's new GTP cars are powered by revised and updated versions of Laudenbach's RS Spyder motors. The hybrid GTP version of the MR6 has been upstroked from 3.4 liters to 4.6 liters and received the coolest turbocharger layout in the class. As you see, Porsche's taken the MR6, renamed it the 9RD, and gone for a hot V configuration where the RS Spyder's heads been rotated 180 degrees, so the forced induction air from the turbos is sent into the combustion chambers from the bottom of the heads, the place where the exhausts would normally go. And up top between the 9RD's heads, we have the exhausts driving the twin turbos. Since the 9RD uses the hot V layout, it also lacks the big turbo plenum we found atop the turbo motors from Acura and BMW. The Porsche indeed has 2 compact caps that fit over the intakes and feed an abundance of compressed air through the bottom of the heads. The Porsche 963's engine has another unique solution with how it receives its air. It's found at the top of the motor, taking in air from the car's overhead air intake. It's directed through an air filter and fired right into an air-to-air intercooler, which is used to bring the temperature of the air down and create a denser air charge for the motor to mix with the renewable VP racing fuel. It's an immensely compact pathway for the 9RD to receive its oxygen, then cool it, and send it on its way to be combusted and expelled through the impossibly short exhaust headers that connect to the turbos. And at the front of the 9RD, we see a standard arrangement in most open-wheel cars and prototypes, where the engine's oil tank is fitted to the front of the motor. The sculpted, rectangular tank slides into a cavity built into the tub's firewall to allow the engine to mount flush to the back of the chassis. The 90-degree twin-turbo V8 Porsche motor is capped at the same 670 to 700 horsepower range as the other GTP engines, and it also works directly with the same WAE Technologies energy storage system and Bosch motor generator unit to make that hybrid horsepower. Within the 963's engine bay, the 9RD sits in a clean and clutter-free home. Great effort was expended by chassis maker Multimatic, Porsche Motorsport, and Team Penske to create an open and streamlined environment for the motor to do its work. By comparison, in its original 3.4-liter naturally aspirated V8 form, the LMP2 engine made 500 horsepower, nearly 200 horsepower shy of its GTP output in the Porsche 963. Thanks to its smaller size, the RS Spyder engine was capable of reaching 10,000 RPMs. In its larger and hardier GTP iteration, Porsche has informed IMSA that it will limit the 9RD to 8,158 RPMs. We keyed off the 9RD's origins as the RS Spyder's MR6 motor and its vast American excess in the LMP2 category, but its story wasn't limited to the ALMS, nor did the engines fall silent at the end of 2008. Not only did the RS Spyder have a remarkable career in Europe, the car also won its class, the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2008, and once more in 2009 as its major international send-off. The MR6's provenance at Le Mans is an important one to keep in mind because in June, the roots of the RS Spyder program that debuted at Laguna Seca nearly 20 years ago will return to Circuit de la Sarthe with factory and customer Porsche 963s and vie for the overall win in the hypercar class. For now, Porsche Penske Motorsport will chase its first victory with the car in the modern version of its old championship-winning V8 friend. Thanks for watching, and visit Racer.com for more videos and stories about IMSA's exciting new hybrid GTP cars.